Serengeti leaves no room for error. Here, the boundary between life and death is but a fleeting moment. One burst of speed grants survival. Every breath is bought with the sacrifice of another. Where destiny is forged by the laws of the reaper. The Serengeti ecosystem spans over 11,500 square miles, nurturing the greatest concentration of animal biomass on our planet. It is a realm where order is established by apex predators. Nearly 4,000 lions and 1,000 leopards patrol these lands every day. They are nature's editors, maintaining the delicate equilibrium between life and death. In this web of survival, the warthog serves as a biological plow. Their rooting for tubers aerates the soil, allowing the grasslands to regenerate. The cheetah, in turn, performs the essential task of culling the weak from prey populations. This ensures that only the most robust genetic lineages endure and are passed on. At the heart of the Serengeti lies the Seronera region, where subterranean rivers flow without end. This is a rare oasis, but the price of life here is paid in blood. Seronera is the capital of Africa's most accomplished hunters. This is the domain of the lion, masters of ambush and roar, overwhelming power. Here, even the earth offers no sanctuary. Outside the burrow's entrance, a lion stalks in silence before launching a powerful strike to drag its prey into the light. The ambush concludes with the absolute authority of the land's true sovereign. The savannah is not merely a place of slaughter, it also hosts extraordinary moments of cooperation. Warthogs will often lie perfectly still to allow a pack of banded mongooses to clamber over them. This is a fair exchange of services in the wild. The warthog is cleansed of disease-carrying parasites, while the mongooses enjoy a protein-rich feast. Pests, such as ticks and lice, often hide within the folds of the warthog's skin. Left unchecked, they can cause severe infections. This partnership is so seamless that the warthog rests as if enjoying a spa treatment. These tiny bodyguards help it maintain the peak health required for its next escape. Yet such peace is often a fleeting illusion. A leopard lurks in the shadows, as silent and patient as a forest ghost. With vision 7 times more acute than our own, it has already locked onto the carotid artery of its prey. When the distance narrows to less than 16 feet, a cataclysm of action begins. Unlike the cheetah, the leopard is the embodiment of muscular power and superlative reflexes. It does not require a long chase, instead finishing its target with a thunderous pounce. Its razor-sharp claws sink deep into the prey's shoulders, providing the leverage to bring down an opponent twice its weight. It is a cold, clinical, and devastatingly efficient execution. The leopard is a master of concealment, often hauling its kill into the high branches of a tree. This is the only way to safeguard its prize from prying eyes. However, the law of the Serengeti dictates that the powerful shall dominate. The lion, weighing 440 pounds, frequently shadows the leopard to commit a bold robbery. This food theft, or kleptoparasitism, is an energy-saving strategy for the lion. In the wild, raw strength is often more valuable than finesse. A male lion is a living engine of muscle with a bite force reaching 1,000 pounds of force. This power is sufficient to crush the skulls of the most stubborn prey in a single blow. Faced with such overwhelming might, the leopard is forced to retreat to save its life. It understands that risking everything for a single meal is never a wise choice. On the southern plains, a mother cheetah faces a harrowing trial. The survival rate for cheetah cubs in the Serengeti is terrifyingly low, only about 5%. Each day is a struggle against extinction. The mother must hunt relentlessly to provide milk for her litter while remaining ever vigilant against enemies. The black streaks running from the cheetah's eyes are known by local people as eternal tear marks. Scientifically, they absorb sunlight to reduce glare during the midday hunt. But according to Zulu legend, they are the marks of a mother's grief for her lost cubs. Those tears have etched themselves into the fur as a permanent testament. For the males, however, the story is entirely different. They often form enduring coalitions to ensure their survival. A coalition usually consists of 2 to 3 brothers from the same litter. This collective strength allows them to target massive prey, such as blue wildebeest weighing up to 550 pounds. A wildebeest is a biological tank equipped with curved horns and a thick hide. A solitary cheetah would never dare risk an attack on such a target. The coalition's tactic is to encircle and strike in turns. This coordination is as rhythmic as a pre-programmed machine. Each member knows its position and role, transforming the hunt into a display of discipline. When the target finally falls, the cheetah coalition can share the meal in relative peace. Their group strength allows them to ward off smaller predators lingering nearby. The Serengeti is a land where unity brings power. These speed warriors have proven that when acting together, no objective is beyond their reach. Across the vast savanna, a spine-chilling cackle suddenly erupts, freezing the air. It is the call of the spotted hyena, the silent ruler of the wild plains. Never mistake the hyena for a cowardly scavenger. In reality, they are professional hunters, killing up to 95% of the food they consume. The hyena possesses a vaulted skull with immense jaw muscles. Their bite force reaches an incredible 1,100 pounds of force, surpassing even that of a mature male lion. Their conical molars are specifically designed to pulverize the toughest bone structures. The hyena is the only creature capable of completely digesting the femur of a Cape buffalo. Their stomachs contain hydrochloric acid at an extremely high concentration. Everything from horns and hooves to teeth is dissolved, leaving no trace of waste. Unlike the cats that rely on explosive bursts, hyenas are tireless marathon runners. A massive heart, accounting for 1% of their body weight, is the engine that keeps them running indefinitely. They can maintain a speed of 37 miles per hour for over 6 miles. A hyena does not kill with a single throat bite, but by pursuing the prey until it is utterly exhausted. Hyena society is a strict and powerful matriarchy. The females are larger, more aggressive, and hold every leadership position in the clan's hierarchy. Even the lowest-ranking female is afforded priority over any male. This stratification is maintained through rigorous rules and political alliances. The social intelligence of hyenas is rated by scientists as comparable to that of primates. They possess the ability to plan, recognize allies, and remember long-standing grudges. The hyena's laugh is actually a sophisticated language. The frequency and rhythm of the sound reveal information about age, status, and excitement levels. When night falls, these sounds serve as a rallying cry. They gather to defend territory or launch large-scale hunting expeditions. The feud between hyenas and lions is one of nature's most brutal wars. This is not just a fight for food, but a battle for ecological control. A lion will kill a hyena whenever possible to eliminate a competitor. Conversely, a large clan of hyenas can surround and kill a solitary lioness. Despite their fearsome reputation, local people hold a certain respect for the hyena. They believe their sloped backs are a symbol of extraordinary patience and endurance. Amidst the labyrinth of acacia thorns, a vivid and silent silhouette emerges. It is the African wild dog, the most efficient predator on the plains. Today, they face a grave risk of extinction. Each individual is a natural masterpiece, with a coat of black, gold, and white patches that is never repeated. The large, rounded ears of the wild dog act as hypersensitive antennas. They pick up the slightest vibrations from a distance, allowing the pack to coordinate with precision in the darkness. While lions succeed in only 30% of their hunts, the wild dogs achieve an unbelievable rate of 85%. In stark contrast to the brutality of the hunt, the family life of the wild dog is filled with warmth. Altruism is the core foundation that allows the pack to endure. After every hunt, the strongest members regurgitate food to nourish those who stayed at the den. Pups, the elderly, and even the injured are cared for with devotion. There is no squabbling over food within a wild dog family. The young are always given the first priority to eat. This is a natural moral code that sustains the lineage. This bond creates a profound spiritual strength. An injured individual may be supported by the pack for months until it fully recovers to rejoin the hunt. However, life for the wild dog is becoming increasingly difficult. Human encroachment and diseases from domestic dogs are pushing them to the brink. They require vast territories to roam and hunt. As these natural corridors are severed, these painted wolves are slowly fading into the void. In the regions draped by towering elephant grass, a small predator performs a dance of stillness. This is the serval. The serval possesses the longest legs relative to its body size of any cat. This design transforms it into a perfect all-terrain vehicle for peering through the grass. But its ultimate weapon is not its legs, but its enormous ears. They can rotate independently 180 degrees, like the most sensitive radar dishes on the planet. The serval can detect ultrasonic frequencies that the human ear is completely deaf to. It hunts with its ears, performing a process known as acoustic triangulation. The success rate of the serval reaches 50%. For every 2 attacks, it secures a meal. No great cat in the Serengeti can match this efficiency. However, pressure from larger predators has forced the serval to adapt. The night now belongs to lions and hyenas, who will kill it to remove competition. The serval has adjusted its biological clock, becoming a daytime hunter. It exploits the windows of time when the kings are fast asleep to continue its existence. Each year, a single serval destroys thousands of rodents. Without them, the rodents would decimate the grass roots, causing the foundation of the green food chain to collapse. In a world of giants, the small must choose between timidness or a frantic kind of bravery. The black-backed jackal has chosen the latter. Legend says the dark saddle on its back is a burn from carrying the sun god across a flaming savanna. Despite its modest size, the black-backed jackal is a cunning hunter. They are not merely scavengers, they are audacious thieves, operating right under the lion's noses. They often work in pairs with seamless coordination. One will bark and run in circles to create a distraction, drawing the attention of the larger predator. While the lion is diverted, the other jackal will dart in like a flash to snatch a piece of choice meat. It is a dangerous dance with death, rehearsed over generations. Behind this clever exterior lies a family life that is remarkably exemplary. The black-backed jackal is monogamous. They remain with a single partner for their entire lives. Together, they defend their territory, hunt, and grow old. This bond creates a small but incredibly effective and disciplined unit. When diseases like rabies sweep through other species, the jackal is often the final survivor. Their genetic code has been forged to withstand the harshest conditions. The jackal is proof that intellect and loyalty can triumph over raw strength. In this world of giants, the African elephant stands supreme. Weighing up to 13,200 pounds, they are living walls that cannot be moved. Scientists call the elephant a keystone species. Without them, the entire Serengeti ecosystem would crumble. They are the great architects of the plains. Every day, an elephant consumes up to 660 pounds of vegetation. By toppling large trees, they prevent the encroachment of the forest, keeping the savanna open for the grass to flourish. When the rivers run dry, elephants become hydraulic engineers. They use their trunks and tusks to dig deep into riverbeds to find groundwater, saving thousands of other species. The elephant's trunk is a biological masterpiece with over 40,000 muscle bundles. It is strong enough to lift a tree trunk, yet delicate enough to pluck a single berry from the ground. Elephants live in a strict matriarchal society, led by the oldest female. Her memory is the survival map for the entire family through decades of drought. They communicate using infrasound below 20 Hz, which travels for dozens of miles. Elephants can even sense vibrations through their feet to recognize allies from afar. The elephant is a creature of profound emotion. When passing the remains of a relative, they will pause and use their trunks to touch the skull in remembrance. The grief of the elephant proves that a soul does not belong to man alone. Amidst the wild, the elephant remains a symbol of wisdom, power, and familial love. Beneath the murky swamps lies the home of the hippopotamus. Though they appear slow and placid, they are the most dangerous large animals in Africa. A startling fact: hippos cannot swim. Their bones are far too heavy. Instead, They walk or hop lightly along the riverbed, like astronauts on the moon. A hippo's skin is extremely sensitive to the sun. To protect themselves, they secrete a red fluid known as blood sweat, a natural sunscreen. The hyposudoric acid in this secretion blocks ultraviolet rays and has high antibacterial properties. It helps the hippo avoid infection while living in stagnant water. The hippo's most terrifying weapon is a pair of canines that can reach 20 inches in length. With a mouth opening 150 degrees, it can snap a large crocodile in half. Hippos are fiercely territorial. Any creature bold enough to trespass in their waters faces a terrifying rage. Under the cover of night, they leave the water to graze. A single individual may consume 88 pounds of grass in a night, carving smooth hippo highways. Their ecological contribution lies in their waste. Though they eat on land, they defecate in the water. This provides a massive influx of nutrients that sustains the entire aquatic ecosystem. Hippos are the formidable arbiters of the rivers. Their presence maintains a watery order that even crocodiles must respect. Across the sun-scorched plains of Africa, life evolves in a delicate equilibrium. And at the heart of this arduous struggle for survival, there is a powerful figure, the lioness, an emblem of tenacity, strategy, and teamwork. Unlike the males, who often play a role of protection and procreation, it is the females who are the core of the pride's hunting prowess. Each lioness possesses a body built for power and agility. Weighing around 265 pounds, they can reach speeds of up to 37 miles per hour. And coordinate their hunts through subtle, non-verbal cues. Typically, lionesses stay together for life, often as sisters, mothers, and grandmothers. This blood bond fortifies the trust and coordination essential for the hunt. The average lifespan of a lion in the wild is just 10 to 14 years, not long compared to other predators. Environmental pressures, territorial conflicts, injuries from the hunt, and competition from outsider males make survival a precarious venture. Yet, in this brief time, a lioness matures quickly, reaching her prime at around 6 years old, when her strength and experience are at their peak. What makes lionesses such supreme hunters is their ability to bring down prey many times their own size. Beyond antelope and warthogs, lions can take down zebra, wildebeest, and even young elephants if the conditions are right. They rely not just on size or strength, but on precise cooperation, a clear division of roles, and an incredible patience for the ambush. Today, the pride is targeting a herd of Cape buffalo, a formidable and dangerous prey, but one that offers a rich reward. A Cape buffalo weighs around 1,760 pounds, is armed with sharp, curved horns and a fearsome temperament, and is considered one of the most formidable adversaries on the plains. Yet, this is precisely what makes them the ultimate prize if the hunt succeeds. Hidden in the tall grass, downwind from the herd, 6 lionesses split into 2 groups. One group moves forward to distract the buffalo, while the other encircles them, aiming to isolate a weaker animal. The herd scatters in a storm of dust. The silent warriors of the savannah have claimed another victory, not through individual might, but through strategy, unity, and courage. In Africa, the lioness is a symbol of resilience and the art of survival. Through their collective hunts, they can fell prey many times their own weight and nourish an entire pride. Amid the harsh Kalahari Desert, where the heat and ever-present predators threaten every moment, a small society endures through its vigilance and cooperation, the meerkat. Weighing less than 2 pounds and measuring just 12 inches long, meerkats live in close-knit groups of up to several dozen individuals. Each member has a function, from digging for food to standing sentinel against danger. One stands erect, scanning the sky, while others search for scorpions, insects, and small lizards beneath the hot sand. They communicate with a diverse repertoire of calls, issuing different alarm signals for eagles, snakes, and jackals. When danger appears, the entire group freezes and vanishes underground. Meerkats are not only skilled defenders, they are also adept hunters. A young meerkat is hunting a scorpion. This is a technique learned from an early age. This wisdom is passed from one generation to the next, allowing them to survive in an unforgiving land. Across the sun-drenched plains of eastern and southern Africa, a silent figure glides through the short grass. It is not a lion, nor a hyena. It is the cheetah, armed with a weapon no other predator can match. Absolute speed. With its slender build, lightweight body, and an extraordinarily flexible spine, the cheetah can flex and launch itself like a spring, each movement propelling it forward. It has long forelimbs, powerful hind legs, and non-retractable claws that, like an athlete's spikes, increase its grip as it runs. Large nostrils, expansive lungs, a powerful heart, and a long tail that acts as a rudder help it maintain balance at top speed. Thanks to these adaptations, a cheetah can accelerate to over 62 miles per hour in just a few seconds. A marvel in the animal kingdom. However, these sprints quickly lead to exhaustion, leaving them vulnerable to having their kills stolen. While female cheetahs live a solitary existence, the males, particularly brothers from the same litter, form small coalitions of 2 to 4 individuals. It is a fundamental evolutionary strategy, improving territorial defense, increasing hunting efficiency, and providing mutual protection. In the wild, a solitary cheetah is successful in about 30% of its hunts. But with a coalition of males, that rate can double. Each one is not just a powerful individual, but a vital link in a machine of lethal precision. Speed is instinct. Strategy is intelligence. The cheetah has combined both to become one of the most fearsome hunters on the African savanna. In the dense forests of Central Africa, chimpanzees, our closest living relatives, live in incredibly cohesive social groups with clear hierarchies and some of the most complex behaviors in nature. The chimpanzee diet consists mainly of fruits, young leaves, seeds, and insects. And they are known to use tools, such as sticks to fish for termites and stones to crack nuts, demonstrating a remarkable evolutionary intelligence. However, in recent decades, scientists have observed a notable shift. Chimpanzees have begun to hunt vertebrate prey, particularly red colobus monkeys. Meat is not only a valuable source of protein, but also a tool for forging social bonds. Males share meat with females, or their allies, to strengthen their position. From gentle fruit gatherers, chimpanzees have transformed into strategic hunters, using their intelligence and coordination to adapt to a fiercely competitive environment. The journey for survival takes us across the globe to a frozen land that governs all life. In the icy forests and snow-covered plains of North America, the gray wolf is a symbol of coordination, discipline, and resilience. They are not solitary or reckless creatures. They live by the strength of the pack. A full-grown wolf weighs from 77 to 132 pounds, with a muscular build. They can travel dozens of miles a day through forests, snow-covered hills, and frozen streams in search of prey. But what makes the grey wolf truly formidable is not its strength, but its cohesive social structure, which resembles a true family. Each pack has from 6 to over 15 individuals, led by an alpha pair. The other members assist in hunting, raising the young, and defending the territory. The enemy is not only the harsh wilderness, but also the scarcity of prey. So, instead of chasing small animals, grey wolves focus on larger game like moose, deer, and especially bison. Bison can weigh up to a ton and stand 3 times taller than a wolf, but by using intelligent encircling tactics, the pack can turn this giant into a feast for all. On a white morning with biting winds, a pack of grey wolves moves silently across the snow-covered plains. On the horizon, a herd of bison slowly crosses the prairie. The chosen prey is a young bison that has fallen behind the herd. The wolves do not attack immediately. They wait, and then the opportunity comes. Victory comes not from individual power, but from discipline, persistence, and perfect coordination. In a frozen world where every day is a test of survival, the grey wolf has turned teamwork into its greatest instinct. In the frigid oceans of the North Pacific and North Atlantic, amidst the white-capped waves and bottomless depths, humpback whales emerge as silent giants. They can reach up to 50 feet in length and weigh over 33 tons, and are characterized by their long pectoral fins, like great arms sweeping through the water. Despite their colossal size, humpback whales are mostly solitary, gathering only during mating or migration seasons. However, when it comes to feeding, especially when they hunt schools of herring or krill, they will cooperate closely to execute one of the ocean's most spectacular strategies: bubble net feeding. This temporary cooperation shows that even solitary creatures know when they need an ally. And when they do, they act with absolute precision. Orcas are the apex predators of the ocean. Members of the dolphin family, they grow up to 30 feet long and weigh nearly 6.5 tons, and are renowned for their striking black and white coloration and extraordinary intelligence. They live in small groups called pods, typically consisting of mothers and their offspring. It is an incredibly cohesive matriarchal society. Thanks to complex communication skills, they hunt with high strategy and coordination. Their prey is diverse, from small fish and seals to large sharks and even whale calves. Orcas even teach their young how to hunt by simulating situations, something rarely seen outside the human sphere. Intelligent and highly organized, they are the true queens of the deep sea. When the rains flood the Amazon and the forest floor is submerged, the piranha, a notoriously predatory fish, enters a unique phase of hunting. Piranhas typically live in schools, possessing razor-sharp teeth, swift reflexes, and an extremely keen sense of smell. They feed mainly on small fish, carrion, and insects. In the vast, flooded world of the Amazon forest, the piranha is a predator that doesn't need to move, but rather lets its prey fall into its trap. On the sun-scorched grasslands of Africa, a land of magnificent names like lion, leopard, crocodile, and hyena. Few would suspect that an animal bearing a less than elegant name like the warthog is one of the savanna's fiercest warriors. Though neither as elegant nor as graceful as a cheetah, the warthog lives a long and comfortable life, thanks to its clever strategies and the natural weapons on its face, its tusks. At first glance, they might seem like a wilder version of a domestic pig. With a short, stocky body, thick, sparsely haired skin, and a face full of warts. But do not be deceived by their strange appearance. What stands out most are their long, upward-curving upper tusks, which, along with their sharp lower tusks, form a highly effective weapon. Although warthogs are not aggressive, they do not hesitate to turn and face an enemy when cornered. They charge with surprising speed, lowering their heads and striking powerfully with their tusks in a counterattack strong enough to injure predators. There are many cases where hyenas, leopards, and even lions have had to abandon the chase of such an unappealing but difficult opponent. Warthogs are not just strong, they are also highly strategic. They often use abandoned burrows, especially those made by aardvarks, as shelters. When they enter the burrow, they reverse in, pointing their tusks towards the entrance, creating an impregnable fortress. In their daily lives, warthogs eat grass, roots, and occasionally insects, living a simple but highly adapted existence. They run with their tails held erect like an antenna, giving them a quick and quirky appearance, but making them unpredictable and difficult for predators to hunt. The warthog may not win the savanna's beauty contest, but if there were a competition for resilient survival, it would surely be a top contender. In a world where beauty can sometimes be a trap, the warthog's ruggedness and tenacity are the keys to survival. There is one thing that few would suspect. The warthog, seemingly solitary and shy, has a close ally in the wild world: the mongoose. On the arid plains of Africa, when the heat is intense and parasites begin to multiply on a warthog's skin, there are no spas open for business. But not to worry, for there is a mobile grooming team. The banded mongoose appears, ready for service. Whenever the warthogs feel the need for some personal care, they lie on their bellies, stretch out their legs, and settle onto the ground. But it is actually a polite invitation. The mongooses scurry over, hop onto the warthog's back, and begin to remove ticks, mites, parasites, and dead skin cells. In return, they receive a hearty, easy-to-find meal without having to dig. This relationship is a perfect symbiosis, where everyone benefits. The warthog gets cleaned, feels more comfortable, and is less prone to skin infections. Meanwhile, the mongoose gets a full stomach, stays safe, and enjoys a bristle massage. Not all large animals have the patience and intelligence required to cooperate in this way, but the warthog does. Beneath the brilliant light of day, there are shadows that are more silent and more dangerous, hunting with absolute precision. At the edge of the short grass, where steam rises from the hot rocks and birds hop restlessly. The caracal crouches, its tufted ears erect, attentive to the slightest sound. With its golden coat, slender body, and erect ears, the caracal is a skilled predator of the arid regions. Its powerful hind legs allow it to leap over 10 feet into the air and catch birds in flight with its sharp claws. Living a solitary life at the edge of the forest and among the bushes, the caracal needs to make no sound. If the caracal is a predator of heat and dust, its relatives have chosen other battlegrounds, no less harsh. As the sun sets behind the crater rim, deep roars echo across the land. It is not just the sound of territory. It is a declaration of supremacy, the voice of the lion. Recent surveys record their numbers at just 70 individuals divided into 8 prides. A density of up to 25 lions per 38 square miles, much higher than on the vast plains of the Serengeti. Here, the males are even more striking. Formidable figures crowned with dark, heavy manes. A lion's mane is shaped by genetics, hormones, and climate. Males with darker, sometimes jet black, manes carry higher testosterone levels, are more successful in breeding, and often live longer. In Ngorongoro, over 60% of adult males bear this dark crown. And in the struggles for dominance, a black mane offers both a physical advantage and the favor of the lionesses. But history has left its mark on this population. In 1962, a plague of biting flies nearly wiped out the lions from the crater. Only a dozen survived, and from them the current population was rebuilt. This genetic bottleneck has left them with much lower diversity than the neighboring Serengeti lions. The pressure to dominate is hotter here than almost anywhere else. In Ngorongoro, the victor takes the territory and the right to breed. The loser is cast out from the social order. While the males guard the pride's borders, it is the lionesses who bear the burden of the hunt. Moving in small, disciplined groups, they weave through the tall grass. Across Africa, lion hunts are successful less than a third of the time. But here, in the fertile basin of Ngorongoro, the prides can push that success rate to nearly 40%. In the fading light, as the tall grasses still radiate the day's warmth, a fierce confrontation unfolds. A pride of lions has just brought down a zebra. Deep within the Ngorongoro crater, often described as a primeval arena of life, there is a bird bathed in a soft pink hue, as if the sunset itself had spilled across the salt flats. This is the lesser flamingo, small in stature but bold in spirit. For them, Ngorongoro is not just a sanctuary. It is an extraordinary natural banquet in the highlands of Tanzania. At the heart of the crater lies Lake Magadi, a shallow alkaline lake that appears harsh but fuels an explosion of life. Here, cyanobacteria, spirulina, thrives. This microscopic algae makes up almost the entire diet of the lesser flamingo. Rich in carotenoids, it dyes their feathers a brilliant pink, as if painted by the equatorial sun itself. The flamingo's beak is a marvel of evolution, a precise natural filter. Held upside down in the water, it sifts through countless microorganisms, separating the life-giving algae from the shallow, saline water. Inside, fine lamellae act as superfine combs, filtering the food from the mud and salt, ensuring that only nutrients enter their delicate system. Most are concentrated in the great alkaline lakes of the Great Rift Valley, Lake Natron, Lake Bogoria, Lake Nakuru, and Lake Manyara. And yet, none can match the unique topography and ecological balance of the Ngorongoro crater. For these birds, Lake Magadi is a vital stopover, a safe haven when the larger lakes run dry. As the soft pink of the lesser flamingos fades on the salt flats, Ngorongoro falls quiet. Its vast landscape settles into a silence like an unfinished prayer. This is more than an ocean. It is the fragile line between existence and oblivion. The sun rises over the African savanna, painting the landscape in hues of gold and amber. Silhouetted against the dawn is one of Earth's most iconic creatures, the lion. They are deeply social animals with intricate lives and complex family bonds. Lions are the most social of all the cat species. They are the only ones to live in groups, known as prides. A pride can range in size from just a few individuals to over 40 members. Each has its own unique dynamics and hierarchy. The heart of any pride is its lionesses, mothers, daughters, sisters, and grandmothers who remain together for life. These formidable females are responsible for hunting, raising the young, and maintaining the social order. Male lions, on the other hand, typically leave their birth pride upon reaching maturity. They may form coalitions with their brothers or cousins and roam the savanna, seeking a pride to take over. Within the pride, it is the lionesses who are the primary hunters. They work together, using coordinated strategies to bring down prey much larger than themselves. This cooperative hunting is crucial for their survival, especially when times are lean. Lions are carnivores, which means their survival is entirely dependent on meat. Their diet consists mainly of large animals, such as zebra and wildebeest. They are opportunistic predators, sometimes stealing kills from leopards or hyenas. A lioness typically gives birth to a litter of 1 to 4 cubs. Born blind and helpless, these tiny creatures are completely dependent on their mother. Their mother is fiercely protective, constantly vigilant for danger. To avoid predators like hyenas and leopards, she will move her cubs to new den sites every few days. At around 1 week old, the cub's eyes open, and then it is time for the serious business of play to begin. Playtime is not just fun and games for these young cubs, it is essential for their development. As they chase, wrestle, and stalk one another, they are honing the crucial skills they will need for survival. At around 8 weeks old, the cubs are introduced to the rest of the pride. It is vital that they learn the hierarchy and complex social dynamics of their new family. The cubs learn valuable life lessons from all members of the pride, watching and mimicking hunting techniques. While the females manage the hunting and much of the cub rearing, the male lion plays a critical role in defending the pride's territory. The roar of a male lion is one of the most recognizable sounds in the animal kingdom. This powerful call can be heard up to 5 miles away, warning rivals to stay clear of their territory. When they are around 3 years old, the cubs will be fully grown. The females will remain with their pride. The males will usually leave to find a pride of their own. Lions once roamed vast territories across Africa, Asia, and even Europe. Today, their numbers are sadly in decline. Habitat loss, conflict with humans, and the illegal wildlife trade are all significant threats. Fortunately, there is still hope. Dedicated individuals and organizations are working tirelessly to protect lions. Through scientific research, community engagement, and anti-poaching efforts, we can strive to ensure these magnificent creatures have a future. But further, towards the horizon, where the land ends, another world is in motion, where unity itself becomes the art of survival. Amidst the deep blue ocean, colossal beings compose a symphony of life together. Beneath the seemingly placid surface of the Mediterranean, a vibrant and ferocious world unfolds with every passing second. The Atlantic bluefin tuna, the ocean's fastest, darts forward like a steel arrow. But to the west, the orca, nature's most strategic hunter, emerges silently a calculated nightmare. At a depth of 3,300 feet, the sperm whale searches for giant squid, navigating the frigid darkness. The great white shark, rare but formidable, occasionally drifts by like a phantom. Among the reefs, the lionfish, a dazzling invasive species, fans its venomous fins. These are but fleeting glimpses into the Mediterranean's intricate labyrinth of survival. Cradled between three ancient continents, where Europe meets Africa and Asia, the Mediterranean is a living natural world. Spanning approximately 965,000 square miles, it is the largest semi-enclosed sea on Earth. It connects to the Atlantic Ocean through the Strait of Gibraltar, a narrow passage. The geological history of the Mediterranean Sea reads like a saga of upheaval and transformation. Around 5.9 million years ago, the sea nearly dried up completely in an event known as the Messinian salinity crisis. But just a few 100,000 years later, a cataclysmic return occurred, the Zanclean flood. Water from the Atlantic poured back in, refilling the colossal basin in just a few years. Only 11% of species survived this environmental shock, and it would take another 1.7 million years for biodiversity to fully recover. Today, the Mediterranean Sea is one of the world's great biodiversity hotspots. Its unique climate, known as a Mediterranean climate, features hot, dry summers and mild, wet winters. Among the more than 17,000 marine species recorded, there are over 11,000 invertebrates and approximately 650 species of fish. However, that rich biodiversity is under severe threat, with nearly 1,000 alien species having invaded the region. Situated at the crossroads of Europe, Asia, and Africa, the Mediterranean has long been a vital artery. Its waves once carried Phoenician traders, Roman legions, and even the missionary footsteps of St. Paul. And this same sea, over thousands of years, has continued to hold its global standing not just in the currents of history. Each year, the Mediterranean carries approximately 12% of global trade, valued at $1.9 trillion. Even a minor disruption, like the 2021 blockage of the Suez Canal, can send tremors through the global supply chain. Today, the Mediterranean is more than just the largest semi-enclosed sea on Earth. It is where history, ecology, faith, and geopolitics flow together. Approximately 5.3 million years ago, a geological event opened a gateway that would determine the Mediterranean's fate. The Atlantic Ocean breached a limestone barrier between the African and European continents, forming the Strait of Gibraltar. Cold seawater flooded in, ending the arid Messinian period and breathing new life into the once barren basin. Today, the Strait of Gibraltar is more than a bridge between two seas. It is a bustling corridor. Just above this strait, on the limestone cliffs, another spectacle unfolds. The Barbary macaque, Europe's only tailless primate. With powerful hind limbs and wide, agile feet, these monkeys skillfully navigate the jagged rocks. Instead of engaging in fierce competition, the males play an active role in caring for the young. From the Strait of Gibraltar, the Western Mediterranean takes shape as a distinct biological realm. It is the first region to receive the cold, oxygen-rich and nutrient-dense waters from the Atlantic. This cold, oxygenated water creates ideal conditions for marine life to flourish. In the Alboran Sea, in particular, a natural process known as upwelling frequently occurs. As a result, this area boasts the highest level of primary productivity in the entire Mediterranean region. Amidst the cool blue waters, where oxygen and sunlight are plentiful, a small dash of color suddenly appears on the cliffs. It is the Atlantic puffin. Often nicknamed the clown of the sea for its striking triangular beak, painted in shades of red, orange, yellow, and grey. This vibrant palette appears only in the spring, during the breeding season, and quietly fades as winter returns. Inside, thin plates act as superfine combs, separating food from mud and water. With this setup, a single puffin can dive and catch more than 10 fish at once, neatly arranged in its beak. Despite its rounded body and seemingly clumsy appearance on land, the puffin transforms underwater. Its small wings act as aquatic paddles, generating powerful propulsion through the water. During their migration, puffins follow ocean currents and wind patterns to seek out nutrient-rich waters. The Alboran Sea, in particular, benefits from the interaction of Atlantic currents and local winds. Now, let us dive deeper beneath the waves. Below the clear blue surface are lush seagrass meadows known as Mediterranean tapeweed. These underwater forests store carbon, produce oxygen, and serve as a crucial sanctuary for hundreds of species. In deeper waters, colonies of long-lived oysters build enormous limestone reefs over centuries. Beneath the crystalline waters of the western Mediterranean, vast beds of Posidonia oceanica form silent underwater meadows. Loggerhead sea turtles are frequent visitors to these seagrass beds, drawn here to feed and rest. The loggerhead's oversized head is not just a distinguishing feature, it is a specialized hunting tool. Within that seemingly cumbersome head lies a powerful jaw structure capable of generating one of the strongest bites. This allows the loggerhead to easily crush the hard shells of crabs, snails, clams, and other crustaceans. Despite its slow, awkward movements on sandy shores, the loggerhead is capable of swimming thousands of miles. In the Pacific, some individuals have been recorded traveling over 9,000 miles from Japan to the waters of Mexico. In the Mediterranean, their journeys are shorter, but no less demanding. To navigate, loggerheads rely on the Earth's magnetic field as a natural map. From the moment they hatch, loggerhead sea turtles enter a mysterious chapter that biologists call the lost years. During this time, they follow major ocean currents, where floating mats of algae provide both food and shelter. Perhaps one of the most profound and moving mysteries of the natural world is the power of memory. After decades of wandering the vast, open ocean, how does a solitary creature remember the way back home? It has no map, no compass. It has only an invisible chart, etched deep within its genetic code, a whisper of the Earth's magnetic field, guiding it back to the very same sands where it first drew breath. This journey across thousands of miles is more than a migration. It is a pilgrimage. An ancient promise fulfilled, to complete a circle of life that has been repeated since the age of the dinosaurs. An adult loggerhead turtle averages about 297 pounds with a carapace length of up to 35 inches. They typically begin to reproduce between the ages of 17 and 33 and can live for more than 60 years. A single turtle may return to the very same stretch of sand where it once hatched to lay its eggs. As they mature, loggerheads return to coastal waters and begin to select long-term feeding grounds. The Western Mediterranean has become one of their key destinations thanks to its open marine ecosystems. It is the ocean sunfish, the gentle giant of the sea with its flat, disc-like body. Shaped like a severed fish head without a tail, the sunfish lacks a traditional caudal fin. Its two large vertical fins flap like oars, giving it a slow, clumsy swimming motion. Weighing up to nearly 6,000 pounds, the sunfish holds the record as the heaviest bony fish in the world. Yet, within that massive body is a gentle creature with a small mouth and fused teeth. For much of the day, the sunfish stays near the surface, where temperatures are stable and food is abundant. Their characteristic sunbathing behavior usually occurs in the morning when the sunfish floats on its side, basking in the sunday. Some individuals are capable of diving to depths of over 650 feet, though only for short periods. History is not always written on stone or paper. Sometimes it is inscribed on the flesh itself. Each scar on the body of a Risso's dolphin is a chapter in the chronicle of its life. A mark from a confrontation with a giant squid in the abyss. A scratch from the complex social interactions with its own kind. Over time, their bodies become a living tapestry, recording every battle, every journey, every encounter. To look upon a mature Risso's dolphin is not just to see a creature. It is to read the story of a life, fully lived. But deeper, in the twilight layers, another presence emerges, the Risso's dolphin. From birth, the skin of a Risso's dolphin is typically a pale brown or silvery gray. But over time, every social interaction and every deep-sea hunt leaves its mark. By adulthood, an individual can appear almost entirely white, as if its body has recorded its entire history. With a robust body, about 10 to 13 feet long and weighing from 660 to 880 pounds. This unique body design reflects a highly specialized evolutionary path, one built for a life of nocturnal squid hunting. In the western Mediterranean, where the seabed slopes into deep canyons, Risso's dolphins inhabit the edges of the continental shelves. However, since 2014, a notable shift has occurred. More individuals have been observed farther offshore at an average of 29 miles. Current estimates suggest about 2,000 individuals in winter and 1,400 in summer in the northwestern Mediterranean alone. Their social structure is highly fluid. They typically live in groups of 10 to 50 individuals. The Western Mediterranean provides Risso's dolphins with an ideal environment for hunting and sustaining their numbers. But this dependence on a very specific habitat also makes the species extremely vulnerable. Noise pollution from ship traffic, military sonar, and offshore oil exploration severely disrupts their ability to navigate. This is the largest and most powerful of the bluefin species. In the grand design of the ocean, they are machines of speed. An adult Atlantic bluefin tuna can grow up to 10.5 feet long and weigh nearly 2,000 pounds. Their circulatory system has a mechanism that allows them to maintain a body temperature 18 to 27 degrees Fahrenheit higher than the surrounding water. Their bodies are built almost entirely of muscle, in constant motion. But more remarkable than their strength is the lifelong journey they undertake. Atlantic bluefin tuna are born in only two places, the Gulf of Mexico and the Western Mediterranean. These are born in the nutrient-rich coastal waters off the Balearic Islands and the Alboran Sea. Then, after 4 to 6 years, they return to the very place they were born to reproduce. Satellite tracking shows that up to 68% of tagged individuals return to their original birthplace. They spawn in the summer, from May to July, when water temperature and salinity reach optimal levels. A single adult female can lay up to 10 million eggs in one season, though less than 1% survive. Commercially, the Atlantic bluefin tuna is of staggering value. A single fish can be auctioned for up to $3 million at top seafood markets in Tokyo. Their prized belly section, known as toro, has a melt-in-your-mouth texture and a rich, fatty flavor. But toro is not just a delicacy for humans, it is also a favorite target of orcas. Power is not always the ultimate weapon in the ocean. Sometimes it is intelligence. These orcas are not just predators. They are strategists, masters of tactics, who have developed a unique culture. They have observed, learned, and passed down knowledge from one generation to the next. How to exploit the labors of man. Instead of spending hours chasing down a swift tuna, they have learned a far simpler method. Let the fisherman do the hard work. The act that is about to unfold is not merely theft. It is a display of social intelligence, a testament that even in the wild, knowledge is power. Beneath the deep blue waters of the Alboran Sea, pods of orcas are often seen patrolling the tuna fishing grounds. With fine-tuned hearing and meticulous encirclement tactics, they target adult Atlantic bluefin tuna. Hunting a bluefin tuna can take hours, requiring extraordinary endurance and cooperation. Biologically, the orca possesses a brain comparable in size to that of an African elephant, with the second highest brain-to-body mass ratio. Their neocortex, the region associated with emotion and social cognition, is highly developed. Despite the nickname killer whale, the orca is actually the largest member of the dolphin family. Evolutionarily, they diverged from their closest dolphin relatives about 2 million years ago. In the Western Mediterranean, orcas are rare but not unfamiliar residents. They are most frequently observed around the Strait of Gibraltar and the Alboran Sea. The Gibraltar orca groups have been identified as having distinct acoustic dialects. Each pod maintains its own sound language for communication and navigation, suggesting the presence of regional culture. Much like elephants on land, an older matriarch often leads the pod, passing down knowledge. No radar, no signal. Just a pale silhouette gliding beneath the deep blue surface. And then it is gone. Even in a sea as seemingly familiar as the Western Mediterranean, the appearance of a great white shark still unsettles. The species can grow up to 20 or even 23 feet long, weighing more than 4,400 pounds as an adult. Thanks to a network of blood vessels, the heat generated by its powerful muscles is retained rather than lost. Vital organs like the eyes, swimming muscles, and even the stomach are maintained at a temperature 7 to 13 degrees Fahrenheit higher. The great white shark also employs a precision sensory system known as the ampullae of Lorenzini. Tiny electrosensitive pores are scattered across its snout. Its jaw contains about 300 razor-sharp triangular teeth, arranged in 5 rotating rows. As prey swims peacefully above, a sudden vertical strike comes without warning. With a bite force of up to 18,216 newtons, bone shatters the moment those triangular blades lock on. As an apex predator, the great white shark sits at the top of the ocean food chain. It has no natural enemies except for the orca, a hunter equipped with precision sonar and strategic coordination. When these two giants meet, victory depends not on teeth or speed, but on teamwork and memory. The great white shark may be a fearsome hunter, but to an orca, it becomes prey with no quarter given. Today, the species faces a serious risk of disappearance due to its slow reproductive rate. Coupled with pressures from bycatch, harvesting for fins and teeth, and the trade in its tissues. The International Union for Conservation of Nature now lists the great white shark in this region as critically endangered. Unlike the sudden, silent presence of the great white shark, the blue shark is seen more frequently, yet it remains an enigma. It lives far from shore, present year-round in the western Mediterranean, though its density varies with the seasons. Satellite tag data show that from May to October, blue sharks are most concentrated in the Alboran Sea. Unlike coastal or deep-sea predators, the blue shark has evolved to thrive in the open ocean. Its deep indigo back fades to a turquoise along its flanks and a silvery white underneath. This coloration renders it nearly invisible when viewed from above or below. In the deep blue waters of the Mediterranean, a sleek silhouette shimmers with turquoise and glides by. The blue shark, slender and nearly 10 feet long, is built for speed and endurance. Its keen sense of smell can detect dilute traces of blood from hundreds of yards away. When a target appears, a stray school of mackerel, the shark's sharp dorsal fin cuts through the water. Reproductively, blue shark embryos develop inside the mother's body and are born fully formed. A single female can give birth to between 25 and over 100 pups, with a record of 135 in 1 litter. Blue shark fins are particularly prized in Asian shark fin markets. In the Western Mediterranean, the blue shark is a symbol of biological connectivity across oceans. As the blue shark cuts through the open ocean like a living blade on its hunts, far below at depths of 1,000 to 1,600 feet, a colossal silhouette silently emerges. It is the fin whale, the graceful giant of the sea. This awe-inspiring creature can reach up to 79 feet in length and weigh around about 170,000 pounds. In the Western Mediterranean, fin whales migrate seasonally, taking advantage of the nutrient-rich waters for feeding. Despite their enormous size, their bodies are elongated and hydrodynamic. That is why they are often called the greyhounds of the sea. One of the species' most unique features is the asymmetrical coloration on its head, particularly along the lower jaw. A bright white on the right side and a dark grey on the left. This phenomenon is entirely unique. With a swift burst into a school of krill or small fish, the fin whale opens its mouth wide, expanding like a vacuum. Then, it closes its mouth and uses a massive tongue like a soft rubber piston to push water through its baleen plates. This behavior requires a perfect combination of speed, mouth, volume, breath control, and mechanical precision. Though not an active predator, the fin whale is one of the planet's largest biological filters. In the heart of the Mediterranean Sea, where the surface waters deepen to a dark indigo as they drift offshore, the striped dolphin is a common sight. They travel in pods from a few dozen to several hundred, surfacing and diving in a sharp, synchronized rhythm. With a slender body about 6.5 to 8 feet long and distinctive black stripes running from eye to flank. They are not solitary hunters, but high-speed artists of motion. In the Gulf of Taranto, surveys from 2011 to 2015 recorded an average density of about 2.5 individuals per square mile. Beneath the deep blue surface, the striped dolphin is a spectacle of kinetic energy. They can leap 20 to 23 feet into the air, twisting their tails mid-flight like the ballet dancers of the sea. The sounds they produce, including clicks, burst pulses, and whistles. They descend into the mesopelagic zone, rich in squid, fish, and crustaceans, using their advanced echolocation abilities. However, in recent years, industrial fishing, ship traffic, and noise pollution have pushed these dolphins. However, data from the Habitats Directive Monitoring Program offers hope. With a stable social system, formidable hunting skills, and agile movement through shifting currents. Just beneath the waves where the striped dolphin just vanished into the deep blue of the central Mediterranean, a long, sharp silhouette silently emerges from the deeper waters. It is the swordfish, the solitary hunter of the open ocean, wielding a signature weapon. But in the central Mediterranean, there is another rival known for its speed, often nicknamed the warm-blooded cheetah of the ocean, the short-fin mako shark. A solitary hunter, constantly in motion, constantly fighting for survival in an ocean that changes daily. Just beyond the mako shark's hunting grounds in the deep waters of the central Mediterranean, among the vast seamount ridges, the sperm whale appears. Its massive, square-shaped head occupies nearly 1/3 of its body length, housing the unique spermaceti organ. This organ amplifies a series of clicks into powerful ultrasonic beams for echolocation. A sperm whale's hunting journey often lasts up to 90 minutes. The social behavior of sperm whales in the central Mediterranean is more complex than one might expect. Female whales and their young live together in matrilineal groups, cooperating to raise the next generation. Adult males, on the other hand, live solitary lives or form small bachelor pods. Communication is carried out through a system of codas, rhythmic sequences of clicks. The reproductive biology of the sperm whale is particularly slow. Females reach a reproductive length of about 33 to 39 feet, while males grow to about 52 to 59 feet. Dives lasting up to an hour or more into the abyss push the limits of pressure and oxygen. However, studies have found that old whale skeletons often show signs of a vascular necrosis. In the eastern Mediterranean, this is a species that chooses not explosive action, but instead follows a strategy of slow living. A gestation of nearly 2 years, the longest reproductive cycle of all shark species. With a body often likened to the classic image of a shark, the dusky shark has a long torpedo-like shape. Adults can grow over 13 feet long and weigh more than 750 pounds. However, behind this iconic appearance lies a biological paradox. The dusky shark lives a life so slow that it seems out of sync with a fast-moving world. Females do not begin to reproduce until around age 21. Males mature slightly earlier, at about 19. When mating occurs, the gestation lasts from 22 to 24 months, one of the longest pregnancies. A single reproductive cycle can last up to 3 years. In the eastern Mediterranean, this species moves silently along the coastal currents. In this unusually warm pocket of water, researchers have found adult dusky sharks. Diving to depths of about 65 to 260 feet, where the reefs are obscured in shadow. You will encounter a creature entirely different from the dusky shark, the Mediterranean moray eel. The Mediterranean moray is a master of staying still, choosing to live hidden among narrow rock crevices. Its long, muscular body is covered in a slippery mucus layer which helps protect against parasites. In some cases, this mucus contains mild hemolytic toxins that can cause minor skin irritation. A continuous, ribbon-like fin runs from its back to its tail, enveloping the body in a fluid motion. The species is faithful to fixed rock formations and reefs, sometimes found scattered at depths of 330 feet. The Mediterranean moray grows slowly, with an average lifespan of up to 38 years. During the day, they remain almost completely hidden in crevices, with only their heads protruding to observe. Their diet is varied, but consists mainly of small fish, crabs, shrimp, and especially octopus and squid. In addition to their sharp outer jaws, they possess a pharyngeal jaw located deep in their throat. This mechanism operates independently of the main jaw, allowing the moray to effectively capture and swallow prey. From the warm waters of the Red Sea, a striking creature silently began its journey north, the lionfish. It settled in the eastern Mediterranean, where the sea is clear but nutrient poor, and where the reefs adorned with flowing fins like silk and hues that echo the elegance of ancient ceremony. But behind that mesmerizing facade are venomous spines that punish those who come too close. Each fin contains a series of needle-sharp spines, and 18 of them are a venom injection system. The venom, a complex protein-based toxin, can cause intense localized pain and swelling. Once native to the Indo-Pacific, the lionfish has become one of the most notorious invasive species. First recorded off the coast of Israel in 1991, it quickly spread throughout the Levantine Basin. By 2024, research from Wageningen University reported growing numbers along the coastlines. In the eastern Adriatic, more than 120 individuals were recorded on citizen science platforms in just the last 6 months of 2024. The lionfish population is exploding due to their incredible reproductive rate. Each female can lay tens of thousands of eggs in a cycle that repeats every few days. Their eggs are encased in a buoyant gel that drifts with the ocean currents. Lionfish are patient hunters. Their ornate pectoral fins spread out to corner small fish. Some individuals even squirt jets of water to disorient their prey. In the eastern Mediterranean, where native fish lack natural defenses, the lionfish has caused declines. But the ecological impact goes beyond numbers. The rapid loss of native fish disrupts food webs. Many of these small fish typically graze on algae, which, if left unchecked, overgrows and smothers coral surfaces. Lionfish do not directly harm coral, but their relentless predation weakens reef systems. Under the influence of climate change, the eastern Mediterranean continues to warm. Updated ecological distribution models from 2025 predict their westward advance. Some studies suggest that without control measures, lionfish could become the dominant benthic biomass. Only 8 to 16 inches long, no one would suspect that it carries a neurotoxin thousands of times more potent than cyanide. With no predators and no controls, it reproduces rapidly and is silently destroying ecosystems. From an ecological perspective, the silver-cheeked toadfish is becoming a prime example of an invincible invader. A combination of potent toxins, aggressive behavior, rapid reproduction, bait stealing, and a complete lack of natural enemies. However, because the fish cannot be safely consumed, large-scale culling strategies are almost unfeasible. As invaders like the silver-cheeked toadfish continue to spread, an ancient symbol of the Mediterranean quietly clings to survival. The Mediterranean monk seal, the rarest seal in the world, carries no toxins, has no overwhelming tactics. Hidden in concealed sea caves and increasingly fragile coastal waters. Once common from Morocco to the Black Sea, the Mediterranean monk seal was nearly wiped out after centuries of hunting. By the early 21st century, fewer than 500 individuals remained on Earth. Thanks to dedicated conservation efforts, by 2024, the population had grown to an estimated 815 to 997 individuals. Greece and Turkey together now account for about 30 to 40% of the global population. Once giving birth on open beaches, these seals now seek refuge deep within submerged caves. Ironically, this behavior now makes them vulnerable to rising sea levels and powerful storms. Unlike many pinnipeds that congregate in large colonies, monk seals tend to be solitary. With their dark brown coats and rounded heads, they have earned the nickname the silent monks of the sea. However, their ecological role is anything but silent. As top predators, they help regulate bottom-dwelling fish populations. Greece currently hosts the largest known population, with key sites including the island of Gyaros and the Alonissos Marine Park. Turkey has recorded about 120 individuals along the coasts of Mersin, Hatay, and Antalya. However, they continue to face threats from fishing nets, tourism, and high levels of inbreeding. Its return is living proof of nature's resilience when given a chance. As the monk seal dives deep into its sea caves to escape the sun and human presence, another creature silently emerges. It is the European shag, a coastal seabird deeply tied to the towering cliffs. This is a seabird endemic to the Mediterranean with an evolutionary history stretching back over 9 million years. Unlike its close relative, the great cormorant, the European shag is completely dedicated to saltwater environments. Its slender skeleton, sloping head, and sharp beak are perfectly adapted to the rugged underwater terrain. With short wings and a compact body, it can dive up to 200 feet deep in just 30 seconds. The European shag is not a long-distance migrant. They nest in fixed locations, often choosing crevices. In the Adriatic, about 4,900 individuals overwinter, primarily along the coasts of Croatia and Italy. However, the numbers are gradually declining due to tourism pressure, light pollution, and bycatch. However, the challenges facing the Mediterranean do not stop there. This sea is warming at more than twice the rate. Between 1982 and 2019, sea surface temperatures rose by 2.3 degrees Fahrenheit. In the summer of 2024 alone, offshore waters near Corsica recorded 87.4 degrees Fahrenheit. By June 2025, marine heat waves arrived earlier than usual, with temperature anomalies. Evaporation has surpassed precipitation, causing an increase in salinity, especially in the eastern basin. Ecosystems are suffering a heavy toll. Corals are bleaching, seagrass is yellowing, and benthic organisms are weakening. More than 85% of recent mass mortality events are linked to rising temperatures. At the same time, waves of alien species invading through the Suez Canal are disrupting the biological fabric. Even the fin whale, the only resident large whale in the Mediterranean, faces threats. The Mediterranean Sea, a body of water rich in ancient sediments, diverse landscapes, and complex ecosystems. This is no longer a warning, it is an urgent call for conservation. As of 2025, the Mediterranean has established over 1,000 marine protected areas, covering about 9.4% of its surface. In Greece, 2 new marine parks totaling 10,600 square miles have just been announced. The country has also committed €780 million to 21 conservation projects by 2030. Meanwhile, efforts to restore coral and endemic species are gaining momentum. In France, more than 800 reef-building coral clusters have been replanted in the waters of Toulon. In the eastern Mediterranean, the Life Pinna project is breeding Pinna nobilis to restore a nearly wiped-out population. Technology is also playing a crucial role. AIS tracking systems from Global Fishing Watch have detected over 9,500 days of illegal fishing. For conservation in the Mediterranean Sea to be successful in the long run, the role of communities and individuals is irreplaceable. Minimizing plastic waste, making responsible consumer choices, and avoiding behaviors harmful to the ocean. Protecting ecosystems is not just about nature, it is a conscious choice to live better. Deep within the Ngorongoro crater, often described as a primeval arena of life, exists a bird adorned in a brilliant pink, like a sunset stretched across the salt flats. For the lesser flamingo, a small but proud species, the Ngorongoro crater is an extraordinary natural restaurant in the Tanzanian highlands. At the center of the crater lies Lake Magadi, a shallow, alkaline, saline lake that seems inhospitable but is a fertile ground for the explosive growth of spirulina cyanobacteria. This alga is the almost exclusive food source for the lesser flamingo. Rich in carotenoids, the algae impart their characteristic pink hue to the bird's plumage, as if dyed by the very sun of the equatorial sky. This bill is not a mouth, but a delicate, living harvester. Inverted in the alkaline water, it becomes an engine of exquisite precision, sifting the very essence of life from the caustic soup. It is a tool perfected over millennia, designed to find sustenance where others find only barrenness. Although found in many parts of Africa, nearly 80% of the world's lesser flamingo population, estimated at 2.2 to 3.2 million individuals in 2025, currently thrives in East Africa. Lake Magadi serves as a crucial stopover in their life cycle, a perfect refueling station when larger lakes dry up. Change their alkalinity, or lose their food supply under the influence of climate change. Under the scorching savanna sun, the rhinoceros stands like nature's armored vehicle. Weighing over 5,000 pounds, with skin as tough as protective plating and a horn nearly 3 feet long, it is almost immune to most challenges. But its arsenal is not just visual. The rhino possesses an exceptionally keen sense of smell, capable of detecting the scent of a predator from over a mile downwind. Its nose acts as an early warning system, often giving it enough time to prepare for a confrontation or simply to slip away before the enemy is even aware. Lions understand that even an ill-timed charge could end their hunt. So they rarely take the risk unless the opportunity is unmistakable. A rhino calf faces the greatest danger when it strays from its mother's protection. Just a few slow steps or a moment of confusion can give a pride of lions the opening to close in quickly. If the mother cannot return in time, the pride will work together to overpower the calf, ending the chase abruptly. However, hunts like these are extremely rare. The success rate for lions targeting a rhino calf is only about 2 to 5%. Amidst the dense canopy of the tropical forest, the southern bald eagle Haliaeetus leucocephalus emerges as a symbol of power and freedom. Its brilliant white head and a wingspan of nearly 2 meters make every glide a display of absolute mastery of the air. They build their nests in tall trees like oaks or palms. Enormous structures, weighing hundreds of pounds used for many consecutive years, a testament to their endurance. Each breeding season, the eagle lays 1 to 3 eggs, with a chick survival rate reaching 70%, a remarkable figure in a forest fraught with danger. Their diet consists mainly of fish, making up to 90% of their intake, but they will not hesitate to hunt small birds, mammals, or even scavenge on carrion in times of scarcity. As darkness falls, the distinctive call of the barred owl Strix varia echoes through the forest, a declaration of its sovereignty. They fly in silence, their bright eyes piercing the gloom masters of the night forest. A diet rich in rodents and small birds helps to control prey populations, especially during the breeding season when nutritional demands are high. Each species, from the daytime predators to the masters of the night, helps to weave the intricate, balanced, and enchanting tapestry of the tropical forest ecosystem. And that is why protecting nature is not just a duty, it is a matter of our own survival. In the cypress ecosystem, the Everglades landscape unfolds as a breathtaking natural masterpiece with strands of towering cypress trees. Dome cypresses grow in clusters with the tallest trees at the center and progressively smaller ones towards the edge, creating a distinctive domed shape. The towering cypresses also provide nesting sites for many bird species, contributing to a rich and vibrant ecosystem. Amidst the vast swamps and slow-moving waters of the cypress ecosystem, the river otter has found its ideal home. Here, the calm water and dense vegetation form a complex wetland network where these otters can easily hide and hunt. As semi-aquatic animals, river otters are formidable underwater hunters. Their sensitive whiskers help them detect movement in the water, even in low visibility conditions. They can swim at speeds of 6 to 7 miles per hour and dive to depths of up to 65 feet to catch their prey. The river otter plays a crucial role in maintaining ecological balance. A 2024 study revealed that they can reduce smaller predatory fish populations by up to 30%. In the tranquil environment of the cypress stands, the anhinga is often seen perched on a branch, spreading its wings to dry its feathers and regulate its body temperature. They are formidable underwater hunters, distinguished by their long, sharp beaks, which they use to spear and catch fish with precision. Their underwater hunting behavior helps to regulate prey populations, maintaining ecological balance and preventing the overgrowth of small fish species. The mangrove ecosystem is also a vital refuge and feeding ground for one of the rarest aquatic mammals, the West Indian manatee. These gentle giants are highly vulnerable to boat propellers due to their poor ability to hear low-frequency sounds. Weighing up to 1,200 pounds, they spend up to 8 hours a day grazing on seagrass and other aquatic plants, consuming up to 100 pounds of vegetation daily. In the coastal lowlands of the Everglades, a clear boundary between fresh and salt water does not exist. During the rainy season, fresh water flows south from the Everglades. When storms arrive, seawater surges inland, bringing with it the salt of the ocean. This ecosystem acts as a natural barrier, shielding the Everglades from storms while sustaining life for many species dependent on the delicate balance of land, water, and wind. The wood stork wades through the shallows, distinguished by its unique hunting strategy. Its long, sensitive beak is an incredibly effective hunting tool. As the wood stork forages, its feet stir the water, startling small fish and driving them straight into the open trap of its beak. Beneath the clear waters of the coastal lowlands, the sandbar shark moves with grace. The mangrove swamps serve as an ideal nursery for young sandbar sharks. Salt water from the Florida Bay flows inland, meeting freshwater currents from the north, creating a vast brackish zone that stretches for over 800 square miles. Lush seagrass beds act as peaceful nurseries for countless marine creatures. This ecosystem stands as a bulwark, protecting the inland areas from the full force of the sea. In Florida's coastal waters, the short-finned pilot whale dives deep into the darkness, descending to nearly 2,000 feet, where squid, its primary food source, await. They live in pods of up to 30 to 50 individuals, hunting together and protecting one another from threats. The brackish waters and bays of Florida are a stage for the impressive hunting tactics of the Atlantic bottlenose dolphin. Using complex sounds like clicks and whistles, they not only communicate but also execute perfectly timed hunts. A common strategy is circle feeding, where dolphins form a vortex around their prey, herding them into a tight ball, making them easier to catch. As the winter sky changes, hundreds of pairs of roseate spoonbills gather on the small islands of Florida Bay. Their nests perched high above become cradles for new life. Below in the shallow, muddy waters, these birds use their long, spoon-shaped beaks to feed. This unique feeding technique helps them catch prey and maintain balance in the food web. Another notable wading bird is the reddish egret, known for its distinctive hunting style. The Everglades, a vast network of rivers and wetlands, nurtures a diverse ecosystem. However, over the past century, human activities have significantly altered this landscape. In the early 20th century, canals and levees were built to drain the wetlands, converting them into agricultural land and urban areas. This intervention disrupted the natural hydrological system. Today, only about 50% of the original wetlands remain. The Everglades now faces problems such as declining water quality, habitat loss, and saltwater intrusion due to reduced freshwater flow. The amount of freshwater flowing into the Everglades has decreased by approximately 70% since human intervention began. Sugarcane cultivation has also had a detrimental impact. Chemicals from fertilizers and pesticides run off into the water channels, causing eutrophication, which leads to excessive algal growth. The invasion of numerous exotic species has caused severe damage, with the Burmese python being a prime example. This invasive species was first discovered in 1979. Human activities have also contributed to climate change, shaking the very foundations of the Everglades National Park's ecosystem. Sea level rise is one of the most severe threats. The sea level along the Florida coast has risen by 0.08 to 0.12 inches per year over the past decade. If sea levels continue to rise, the freshwater marshes and the Everglades ecosystem could disappear, causing irreparable damage. A 2023 study indicates that if sea levels rise between 1.5 to 5 feet by the end of this century, about 60% of the Everglades mangrove forests could be permanently submerged. Warmer ocean waters have increased the frequency and intensity of hurricanes, with more Category 4 and 5 storms. A NOAA report from 2023 shows that the number of severe storms has increased by 25% over the last 30 years. To counter these negative impacts, numerous conservation and restoration programs have been implemented. The comprehensive Everglades Restoration Plan (SERP), launched in 2000, is a monumental undertaking. With a total estimated cost of $10.5 billion, the plan includes over 68 sub-projects designed to restore the ecosystem. One of the most inspiring restoration stories is the Picayune Strand Restoration Project. In the 1960s, this area was converted and its wetland ecosystem severely degraded. To reverse the damage, the project was initiated in the early 2000s. Over 160 miles of canals were filled in to prevent water from draining out of the area. Since then, the ecosystem has begun to recover. These efforts have restored over 55,000 acres of wetlands, bringing hope for a vibrant and balanced ecosystem. Conserving the Everglades National Park is not just the responsibility of large organizations or governments, it lies in the hands of every individual. Taking action today is the key to creating a future for generations to come, so that this magical land can continue to tell its story. Have you ever witnessed the magnificence of the Everglades, the world's most unique ecosystem, with your own eyes? If you have experienced those moments, do not hesitate to share your feelings and stories in the comments below. Your sincere emotions and unique perspectives are a great source of motivation, inspiring the community to raise awareness for nature conservation. Thank you for joining Animal Nature 4K on this fascinating journey into the wild world. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to continue with us on our next adventures. On the endless plains of Africa, under the scorching sun and the winds that sweep through the grass, the lion appears without needing to hide. It walks towards the light like a king ascending his throne. Although the lion is called the king of the jungle, not all males have the right to wear the crown. On the African plains, power is not inherited, but seized with teeth, claws, and blood. When males come of age, they leave their mother's pride and wander, forming coalitions, often between brothers, waiting for the chance to overthrow another pride. When they reach their prime, between 5 and 7 years old, they return with a single goal: to seize leadership and pass on their genes. It is a brief battle, but its consequences can be serious: injury or death. The long mane, a distinguishing feature of the male lion, is not just a symbol of beauty, but also a biological shield. Typically, males with dense, dark manes are more highly valued by females, and they also suffer fewer injuries in battles thanks to the protection it affords their neck and face from bites. It is a harsh but effective survival strategy, deeply ingrained in the species' instinct. However, a male lion's reign is short, typically lasting from 2 to 4 years. Power on the savannah is never permanent. Only instinct, strength, and blood are real. When the roaring subsides and the victor's identity is established, a new order is set, not just on the battlefield but also at home. And that is when the role of the lionesses comes to the fore. Silent, resilient, and utterly crucial. Unlike the males who are born to fight, protect, and then depart, the lioness is the soul that binds all members of the pride. They are the skilled hunters, the mothers, the protectors. Each female gives birth to 1 to 4 cubs after about 110 days of gestation. The cubs are born in the dense bush, away from the pride for the first few weeks. They are blind, small, weak, and completely dependent on their mother. In the early stages of life, the lioness protects her cubs alone, keeping them away from enemies like hyenas, leopards, or even strange male lions. Only when the cubs are old enough to keep up with the pride does the mother bring them back. And from then on, the learning begins. Typically, lionesses hunt in groups, and their perfect coordination gives them a higher success rate than most other predators. Meanwhile, the cubs watch from a distance, mimicking their mother's behavior and sometimes playing with the prey as if it were a toy. But these games are the first step to becoming a hunter. There is no specific season for life to begin, but as the fangs lengthen, the claws sharpen, and the speed increases. The lion cubs gradually step into the harsh world their mothers know so well. Midday, the sun scorches everything. Most life seeks shelter. except for her. Alone, exhausted, but hunger allows a hunter no rest. A warthog, the perfect target, if she can get close enough. In this world, silence is the ultimate weapon. The wind, the scent, the light, everything must be perfectly calculated. An instant, a single instant separates life from death. No prize, only precious energy, burned in vain. Even for the queen of the savannah, failure is a constant companion. She is forced to begin again. And here, weakness always attracts uninvited guests. The opportunists have caught the scent from afar. Hyenas have long been dismissed as mere scavengers, but the truth is they are hunters as organized, persistent, and fearsome as lions. With their low-slung bodies, muscles concentrated in the forequarters, and the most powerful jaws in the carnivorous world, a hyena can crush a skull or devour the remains of a carcass in minutes. Hyenas do not hunt alone, but move in clans of 10 to 30 individuals, coordinating their movements perfectly, and dividing the tasks of chasing, surrounding, and killing. When hyenas pinpoint their prey, their strength and numbers are their greatest advantages. And when they face a lone lion or even a small group, they do not hesitate to confront them. They encircle them, divide them, and provoke them. Not with the intent to kill, but to intimidate. And some males have died on the battlefield or been forced to abandon their kill after hours of struggle. However, the majority does not always win. On the harsh savannah, power belongs to no one forever, but to those who constantly test the limits of their ability to survive. In this wild world, strength is not given to the mightiest, but to the one who understands the brutal rhythm of nature and knows how to dance on the edge of the abyss. There is no stronger species, no permanent loser, only an endless struggle between instinct and choice, between opportunity and peril.